Yo, what up, stud muffins? Today we're gonna be talking about Battle Royale. It is as real as that $20 watch that we got recently in Modern Warfare. But listen, man, I want to be talking about Battle Royale. I want to be talking about everything that you need to know, all the important stuff, because make no mistake, it is the next thing that's gonna be coming out. It's gonna be for free, and we already know free and Activision don't go together, but in this situation it is gonna go together. I'm personally shocked, but I do know that they might be plotting something big, so there's gonna be that. But anyways, fellas, I got something very important to share with you. It's gonna be a very big clip, an important clip, so definitely stick around till the end. It's gonna knock your socks off. It might even break your EXE, but let's actually get right into it. First things first, Merry Christmas to all of you who celebrate it. Happy holidays if you don't. I personally don't celebrate it, but I do celebrate the fact that you may be celebrating. So now that we have that out of the way, smash that like button if you love your mama, and subscribe if you're brand new. Now, first of all, the release date of the Battle Royale. I know that we have been hearing Q1 of 2020 for a long time, and make no mistake, I think it's gonna be probably by the end of season 1, if not season 2. But if you really think about it, season 1 is gonna end by the end of January, so it makes perfect sense to drop it then. But so far we haven't heard anything officially. Obviously it is found in the game code. It is real. It is as real as that $20 watch, guys. Like, make no mistake, recently Activision has been pretty sporadic with their releases and announcements, right? Like, normally they just come out from the blue and they just release a trailer a week before, and nowadays they just drop a trailer one day before a major update that we get. But those are like updates. This is gonna be a mode that's gonna be free, so I really think it's either gonna be by the end of January when the season 1 ends, or it's gonna be by the end of season 2, which I suppose it's gonna end by the end of March, and March does fall in Q1 of 2020, and all of that is coming from the homie Gaming Revolution and Mr. Long Sensation. And if you do not believe the Gaming Revolution, like, I got something pretty big to show on my number 2 spot that's gonna convince you, and there are other stuff that I gotta show you, so it's just gonna convince you. Like, guys, it's happening. There is no denying at this point. The Long Sensation is that guy who did say that Modern Warfare is not gonna be called Modern Warfare 4, it's just gonna be a reboot, before everybody knew. And he did told me like a day before. That's why I made a video like back in that time. Like, I'm not sure for how long you have been subscribed. I don't want to be sucking my own schlong, so we're just gonna move on to number 2. Coming in at our number 2 spot, this one is coming from the Gaming Revolution, and this is pretty big because I remember, like, before Modern Warfare was even confirmed, the Gaming Revolution was like, this is gonna be the map for Battle Royale, and look at that. Like, it just looks like somebody took 2 minutes to draw it in the Microsoft Paint shop or some like that. And make no mistake, they probably have took like a minute or 2 to do it, but the point being, that was leaked, and this is what we found in the game files of Modern Warfare. So you can see, like, it's pretty identical, and I'm looking at it, I'm completely mind blown. And normally it's just take too much to be mind blown. This is gonna be the map. And obviously recently coming in at our number 3 spot, this clip right here, somebody was able to glitch their way through to be able to bring us this Battle Royale map. And I know that some of you will be like, this looks like a ground war map, this looks like a Spec Ops mission, and make no mistake, it is. Battle Royale is basically gonna be like all the ground war maps combined, all the Spec Ops maps combined. We're not gonna get anything new, it's just gonna be the old maps, right? And I personally am pretty fine, because honestly, man, there's just like nothing going on. I need something. I need a shot of dopamine right now, so I'm pretty eyed with it. Next up, it's gonna hold 200 players, and honestly, that is pretty huge, right? Like, I mean, that's what she said, but you know what I mean. It's pretty huge. 200 players, like, that's something that Call of Duty has never done before. And another important thing here is that I'm just gonna merge this in and just gonna give you this as well. Basically, we heard from Activision, before we heard from Activision, the Gaming Revolution was like, there will be 50 versus 50, 100 versus 100 in Modern Warfare, and Activision did confirm that we're gonna be getting like 100 versus 100 modes, 50 versus 50 modes, and so far we haven't got it. So you know what, I'm thinking about it. I really think that we're gonna be getting it with Battle Royale, because it makes sense to have 200 players on this Battle Royale map that is this big, and then maybe make it so you can do 100 versus 100 team deathmatch. You know what I mean, right? So I think it's gonna work perfectly, and I am pretty excited for it. One in the comments if you want Battle Royale, 2 if you don't. Next up, they're gonna be having the respawn mechanics in this mode as well, and they're just gonna be bringing the Battle Royale from the grave back to planet Earth. Because I don't see like any other Battle Royale doing something like this. It says that, and this is coming from the in-game code, by the way. this was leaked through the game files, and it does say that respawn tokens can be looted. So once you're playing, you're going around, you're trying to scout for in-game cash so you can buy microtransactions, because that's gonna be pretty big. I'm gonna get to that in just a little bit, but respawn tokens can be looted, and after one use, respawn tokens are gonna be disabled for the player. To respawn a teammate, obtain a respawn token, then drop their body near an ambulance. Once the body is dropped at the ambulance, the player will enter the gulag queue for a chance to win a 1v1 and respawn into the match. That's gonna be Battle Royale's heaven, right? Like, once you're down in this game, it's gonna send you to gulag. That's gonna be the heaven where you fight off, and then if you survive there and if you win a 1v1 match in gulag, you're gonna be put back in Battle Royale. I think that's pretty neat. I like the idea a lot, but I'm not sure, like, that's gonna make the Battle Royale games last like an hour or some shit like that. Am I ready for that one? But I'm not sure about how you feel, so definitely let me know in the comments below. There are also gonna be missions. It says that Battle Royale will be featuring all of these missions, which can be looted via finding tablets, and only one mission can be active for a squad at a time. So it doesn't say solo player, it says squad, but I suppose that if you're playing solo, it's gonna let you do that as well. And these are gonna be all the missions, so I am pretty happy by the fact that not only that it's gonna be a survival based mode where you can play against 200 players on a big map, and a lot of people are definitely gonna be finding those camping spots, a lot of safe spaces, everybody. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of hopeful for the respawn mechanics, because I think that's gonna add another dynamic that's gonna stimulate me pretty big. It's gonna have missions as well, and it's also gonna have the plunder system, and I want to talk about that one because this is huge. And I'm pretty sure that they got neurologists working under them, they got like a psychologist, and this is not really like a conspiracy, right? Like, these big companies, they always like to hire neurologists and psychologists so they can, you know, they want to understand the consumer, and if they can understand you, they can plot better microtransaction system. And if they can do that, obviously they're gonna make a lot more money. Money changes people, everybody. It makes the world go round and round. I mean, god damn it, bro, they're gonna be coming out with something free, but I really suspect something big is gonna happen, and we know that it's gonna be made by Raven. So the plunder system is something that the gaming revolution already leaked like months ago, and this is coming from the in-game, and it says that earn plunder by completing missions and eliminating enemies. Purchase game-changing items at the plunder box locations. Game-changing items, obviously, it's gonna be free. It's gonna be similar to like a Fortnite mode, right? So nobody gets mad at microtransactions in Fortnite, so I think that I don't know, it's gonna be a little bit weird, because obviously Fortnite has a different demographic. We out here, we have been with this game for years. Obviously it's gonna attract some of the boomers. It's gonna also attract some of the newcomers from Fortnite as well, which I think the game needs. Like, I want to see Call of Duty succeed though, but I don't want like skill-based matchmaking with 200 players. Yo, that's gonna be a horror story. Like, think about this one.
No.
Season.
Sweat.
Season.
No.
Season.
Sweat.
Season.
No.
Season.
Sweat.
Season.
Like, you got 200 players and skill-based matchmaking is also added in this mode. That's gonna be crazy. But you can actually collect the plunder and convert it into XP by depositing it into ATM machines located throughout the game. And originally the gaming revolution said that once you deposit into your ATM, it's gonna be counted as in-game cash, like COD points, right, that you can use to buy like stuff in the shop, like all the microtransactions. But now this one is coming from the in-game code, and it says that you're gonna be getting XP instead of Call of Duty points. So I think that they are just changing their ways, and it's gonna be pretty big. Like, I'm pretty sure like somebody was at the meeting, they realized we can make money, let's not make it so people can bypass the system. I don't know, man, I'm just reporting the news. On the other hand though, we also have reports regarding the gulag, and this is gonna be like a camp ride where you can do 1v1 like I said earlier, and if you win you can respawn. When enabled, players will have a chance to respawn back into the match by winning a 1v1 fight. We're also gonna have the armor system. It's gonna be pretty similar to Black Ops 4 Blackout, but it is a little bit different. As you can tell, like we got different ballistic vests, and the first one will absorb 50 damage, the second one will absorb 150, the third one will also absorb 150 damage, but it will increase your healing time by 25%. So gone are the days where it's gonna give you like 200 health or whatever Blackout did, and a lot of people did complain about it. So I don't know, man, hopefully they can balance that one out. But I personally feel like that more health is gonna be better, knowing the fact that like it's gonna have a lot of safe spaces. But also the counter argument here is that if it got a lot of safe spaces, obviously people are gonna be camping, and on top they give players like 200 health. That's gonna be insane. That means that nobody's gonna be sent to heaven, and if somebody's sent to heaven, well, they can just win one match and come back. And I don't know, man. I get a vibe that these matches are gonna last like an hour. Hopefully not an hour. 30 minutes, that's perfectly fine. But even that is a little bit too much. We also have different helmets, and they're definitely gonna help you with the headshot multiplier damage, like by 30, 15, and all of that good. We got perks, and this is gonna be similar to Blackout, where you can go around, pick up like perks off of the ground, use them. We also had the streaks in this mode. It says that streaks can be activated using lethal and tactical buttons. If you're using the Juggernaut, you cannot pick up loot. So if you're using the Juggernaut, you cannot pick up loot. UAV satellite trucks must be charged before scanning an area, and once you use them, they will remain on cooldown for some time before you can come back online. Now I want to bless you all up with this clip right here. I mean, god damn it, this is heaven. This is Modern Warfare, ladies and gentlemen. My man's putting in work with the PKM. Obviously, man, this is a disaster. Okay, this sounds like a horror story. Like, I didn't even know you could have done that, and there are different clips going around regarding the Wilson as well. So, I mean, I know that a lot of you guys are having a terrible time with the skill-based matchmaking lobby. So, you know, it's Christmas, it's the holiday season. So I'm out here just sharing clips. Like, if you want to feel good about yourself, if you want to get some kills, this is by far the best setup. Use the PKM, and this is a godly spot. Use it before it gets patched. But anyways, for more, check out the video on the screen, like and subscribe, and bye.